Amber, and welcome to my first build collab video. Anyway, so I obviously, like I just said, was in a collab with the amazing Midnight Bubbles. She posted on Twitter, I want to say a couple weeks ago, that she wanted, excuse me, that she wanted to start doing collabs, and I was like, I've really been wanting to, actually do a collab with someone. So I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and message her and see what happens. And she was like, yes, let's do a collab together. So here we are. So basically, on here, we went on ahead and she used the story mode off of The Sims 4 and created a beautiful sim. Very lovely sim. Her name is Elsa Lawson. She is a painter with a mischief and painting skill. Her traits were a glutton, snob, and creative. and her starting funds were 30,000. So I was like, okay, I was like 30,000, that's pretty high, And y'all already know I'm terrible with budgeting. And even though I had a pretty high budget of 30,000, I was still really bad at this. I know. I really, really tried. I think I did a pretty good job for the most part because I feel like this build came out really cute like, but at the same time, it was totally a struggle game after a certain point, which I'll totally point that out so y'all can like laugh with me. Anyways, so when it came to this build, I went on ahead and I was thinking, okay, so painter, all right, that's cool. We'll go ahead and do the whole like modern. Okay, so she's supposed to be snobby, so I thought, okay, modern build, that should be pretty cool. And I'm like, okay, so she's a painter, so we should do something, with lots of colors. So I went with bold, a lot of bold colors, loud colors. I also used a lot of items from the Moschino pack because one, I haven't built anything using the Moschino pack at all. And I was thinking, okay, modern, large windows. And I remembered I had seen a couple of other YouTubers build with the Moschino items. And I remember the brightly patterned walls and the brightly colored like sofa and like love seat and stuff. And I was like, okay, well, I think that would be perfect for a painter. Because I expected her to be like, maybe like a little quirky. She likes a lot of bold colors, just a lot of different pieces of art and random stuff like in her house. So there's a lot of that. Like as you can see, her little gnome collection she has on her porch. And then I went on ahead and used the chairs from um, with the bright patterns. I went on ahead and added those, on the porch there. So, if she had any company over, they could sit down. So the build itself is pretty small. It's only 2 bedrooms. I thought that I could probably make it bigger, but I'm really happy I didn't because, like I said, I struggle gamed it a little bit once I got in here. And the only reason why is because I added clutter. That was that was my downfall. I started adding like clutter like in the living room and like clutter in the kitchen, and like once I finished both of those rooms alone, I hadn't even gotten to her bedroom yet, and I noticed that the amount of money that I had left was like almost non-existent. I'm just sitting there like, ee. No, this is awful. Anyways, so on to my partner, Midnight Bubbles. She is an amazing, and I mean an amazing, like seriously amazing builder. Like she is awesome when it comes to her fantasy builds. Like she did like a steampunk build. It's freaking gorgeous, you guys. So I'm gonna have the link to her channel in the description of this video so you can see what house she made for the sim that she created. I haven't seen the house yet and I'm really excited because I'm pretty sure it's way bigger than this. Because like she has builds on her channels, you guys, of like mansions. Like I can't, like I struggle just making like if I make anything more than 3 bedrooms, I'm like dying because I'm like, okay, what the heck am I gonna put in these other rooms? This is too much. Or like I get pretty burnt out. But no, like she has like this beautiful like witch cottage she created with a realm of magic, and I just fell in love with it when I saw it. I'm just like, oh, it's so perfect. She's so amazing. Like I hope she sees my build and she thinks it's cute. Like I'd feel really bad if like she sees it and she's just like, really? That's all? Like, oh my God, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be like that. I'm sure she's gonna like what I did, and I'm really stoked to see what she did. Like, I honestly can't wait. We should be releasing these videos this weekend, hopefully by Saturday. is the date that we're shooting for. And I know that I haven't really posted anything on my channel for quite some time, and that's just because my personal life has just been getting in the way. Work is supposed to have been slowing down for me, and it hasn't. As of right now, I am the only one who is working due to my husband having medical issues that he's unable to work. So I'm the only one who's bringing any money into the family right now. So I'm picking up extra shifts at work just to keep us afloat, making sure we have food in the house, bills are paid. And, of course, I also have my family. I am married. I do have, a son to take care of. So I haven't really had any time to play any Sims. I haven't had any time to really build anything because they've been putting me on day shifts. I usually use my night shifts at work to build stuff for my channel and everything. And because I work days, I obviously can't have my laptop out during the day just because it's too busy. So that kind of sucks. So when it comes to my video game playing, it's been pretty non-existent for the most part. But thankfully, I finally had a chance to make this build, which I was really nervous about because I knew the deadline was coming up, and she had messaged me to make sure everything was okay. And I was like, oh my God, like I didn't want to tell her like, I haven't done it just yet. But anyways, it doesn't matter because I did get it done, as you can see here. And anyways, so enough about that. I'll probably make another video to explain more of my situation as of right now. But anyways, so here we are in the living room, and like I said, those brightly patterned walls. Just look at it, like they're just gorgeous. I used the simple black and white in the kitchen area, but then I went on ahead and used like bright colored chairs and stuff to go with the table, kind of like thrift shopping. I thought that would be funny, even though she is a snob, so maybe she wouldn't really do thrift shopping, but you don't know. These could have been like expensive mismatched table set of some sort, could have been made by some renowned furniture creator or something. And she was like, oh my God, I must have it, put it in the house. And there we are, now it's in the house. So yeah, so this is where all my money is going down the drain because like I said, I'm cluttering. Like I put all those plants there, I resized them, which I think it looks really cute. Like I like the living room. I feel like I could have probably pulled the living room out more because I do live, excuse me, I do leave like a pretty empty-ish spot in the middle of the house. And I'm kind of like but at the same time, like for whatever reason, I have like routing issues with my Sims. Like they tend to get stuck in like weird places. Of course, it could just be my game just being extra glitchy by itself, but you never know. So I'm kind of appreciative of the empty spot there. As for all of you who download this build, you might not, and feel free to fill it up with whatever you want. Now the bathroom is a little big, and you see me trying to, resizing it. I made the room a little small. Her room, anyway. Because the second room I already knew that I was going to make it so she can have a place to be painting and stuff since she is a painter, an artist, whatever. And yeah. So I did change the size of the rooms a little bit. I feel like the bathroom is a decent size. I went on ahead and I did give her like a tub, so she can like relax and stuff. And I did add a little itsy bitsy bit of like clutter, as in like, the toilet paper, some towels, obviously. And I did add a robe in there. I was gonna put a shower, but I was like, oh my God, money. Like as you can see, I have the money set out, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm running out of money. So when it comes to her bedroom, I did start off with this bed here. I really like I really like the loud patterns on there. I thought it looked great. But once I finished with the room, I really had like no money, like none at all. And I was like, okay, look, I was like, she doesn't really need a double bed. As far as I can tell, she is, a solitary sim. She lives by herself, who she gonna be sharing the bed with. Now she could obviously share the bed with anyone because, she is single lady and all that. But at the end, I was like, you know what? I do need a few more dollars because I couldn't even afford. I want to say that I couldn't even afford like her easel or anything. And that's because I wanted to get the really expensive easel because I'm like, okay, she's like a renowned, artist. She should have it. But I'm like, we has no money because Vember is bad with budgeting, which, we already known that. And we love that from me. So I went on ahead and switched the bed out. I just gave her a single bed. Hopefully she doesn't fuss too much. I'm sure she won't care, really. If need be, she can sell a few pieces of her artwork and just get a bigger bed and it'd be fine. So because, like I said, I did all the extra cluttering in the other parts of the house when it comes to her studio, so to speak, there's not really anything in there. Like I managed to afford the easel and I managed to afford like that rug that looks like the plastic on the floor with paint, which I thought was really cute. And that's about it. I couldn't afford anything else. Shame on me. Like I even sold a gnome to try to help and it didn't really help. So, because I realized I had to put flooring for the deck outside. Anyway, so the video's coming to an end. Here's a couple of pictures so you guys can get a better look of the cluttered rooms. Anyhow, so if you guys liked what you saw today, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment if you have something to say, and if you guys haven't subscribed already, be sure to do so you don't miss another video. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.